What's up, guys? Studfit here. Just got done with a tour reaction a few minutes ago. Wanted to put this in your hands. It's a hot off the press item here. Wanted to just do a short video talking about this new Spotlight shop. Huge shout out to Sam78IT who just released this, the goat of data mining. Wanted to make sure that as you saw the Spotlight shop this morning, you knew what was in there, what's not in there, what should I get, what shouldn't I get. Just as a high-level overview, everything I discussed here is I put little Studfit Ruby colored logos here just to show you if you don't have something in your account yet, I would highly recommend researching these items in any of the inventory trackers. But just to kind of nudge you in the right direction, I want to give this to you just so you can kind of see it. This does not mean, hey, if I see a Ruby there, I should get it. 100%. I think you should just do some research, just nudge you in the right direction. But when we look at drivers, 3 drivers stick out that are part of this high likelihood or high chances. We got White Tanuki Mario, DK Junior SNES, and Meowser. DK Junior SNES I did not have previously highlighted, but he has he's got some great tracks this tour, some new buffs, but he's also has some pretty good coverage. Now, you know, it's an above average skill, but just based on his coverage, I wanted to include him in here. Meowser, obviously, if he's in there, you don't have him, probably just a lock just to go ahead and get him. As for the other drivers, I did put Mario Tuxedo in here. He will help you in ranked on the Chaka Mountain RT. Luigi Knights, he comes in here brand new. Highly recommend getting a brand new top skill driver like that for 150 rubies. May not be worth it for you. I think overall it's going to be pretty good for you. And Charging Chuck, if you do not have him for your account, I think it's a lock. Go ahead and get him. He is really, really strong, pairs really well with a lot of drivers. And I put a lot of the Coinbox drivers that are gold. These are really, really low chances, but pretty good for most accounts. There are some that have old coverage, so you may not work out for your account. These are less emphasis for, but certainly well worth looking and doing research for your account. As we move to carts, the big one that's at a high chance is going to be the Rombi Runner. This is a great cart, pairs really well with a lot of things. Now, of course, it has a lot of older coverage when you think about Dino Dino Jungle, Rock Mountain, etc. But it's a solid cart, pairs really well with a lot of other items. As for the carts that are the normal chance, the Shield Speedster, this is brand new to the Spotlight shop. You probably knew that. You probably saw it in your shop and already got it. It's the #1 cart in the game. My personal favorite cart in the game. I've already took it to level 8, triple uncapped. Who knows, maybe quad cap, but it's right now crushing it. And it's used in ranked as well. Yellow Off-Roader and Red Off-Roader, both in there as well. Yellow Off-Roader, probably the card of the year. 2022 has been phenomenal for the Yellow Off-Roader. Doesn't seem to be backing down. Some others, the Magma Broom, it's okay. I mean, it's got really good value, but it doesn't handle perfectly, so I think there are a lot in the community that don't necessarily appreciate it as much. White Bruiser's had a phenomenal summer, keeps continuing, and also has some good tracks this tour. And then the Tropical Truck, it's a double feature for ranked, and it's an awesome looking cart. Its size isn't huge. Same with the White Bruiser. It's above average, but not giant, not big, not large. So if hitbox is really, really important to you, you may not want to get it necessarily, but double feature and ranked, and it's been continued to be featured a lot. I really like it as well. As for the gliders, the green cat parafoil, a really strong glider. It's in our top 10. You may not like cat parafoils, but between all the selections we have, that's probably going to be your best option. You know, and the pink cat parafoil has done really well for my account, but that's really unique to me. I don't think that's necessarily the case from a meta perspective. The 8-bit Fire Flower, if you do not have this, I highly recommend getting it. It has one of the most highest quantity tracks in the game. I think something like 31 non-city tracks. So really, really strong glider. If you do not have it, I highly recommend getting it. The Stargate Sail, it's had a pretty good year. This one's debatable to include on this list as one to prioritize. But if you don't have it, it's going to help you in ranked, and obviously, or else it wouldn't be on this list. But a pretty strong glider. 8-bit Bullet Bill, really, really strong glider. Pairs really well with a lot of items. It's really, really strong. Probably the #1 on this list from my recommendation would be this 8-bit 1-Up Mushroom. It's so strong right now, and it's still peaking. Really, really early value, but it's been phenomenal right now. Highly recommend that. Probably the top of my list on this. Maybe only behind Golden Wings. I still have a fond love for the Golden Wings. However, that's going to be a much lower rate. And then 2, that I wanted to include here in this normal chance. That is the Black Star Chute and the boom masks. Both of these are in here. However, and both newer gliders came out around the same time, but they have a lot of overlap with each other. So you may not want to get both of them, but I highly recommend picking which one makes sense for your account. It's really, really strong for you. Now, the Lava Rocks is new. I didn't include it necessarily. I think a lot of people like it because it's new. Its coverage is okay. I looked at it again. It's above average. I don't think it's necessarily like a must-have, but because it's so new, there's going to be a lot of players who have a lot of these items and want to get it because it's new and it looks cool. It's absolutely beautiful, but I don't think its coverage is quite where you necessarily have to get it or to include it on my list. So there you go, guys. There's some nudges in the right direction, some items that I'd highly recommend looking into the inventory trackers and see if it makes sense for your account. Good luck this tour, and I'll see you on the rundown.